Isris jersey, yeah, it's along the same lines, pretty plain overall, but they got some more going on. There's some extra lines, some extra flashiness. So it's definitely better. And again, it's not ugly. Maybe it's a little safe, but it's interesting.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Rob and Jerm Show. I'm Rob. He's Jerm. How we doing today, Jerm?
Doing good, doing good. World's right around the corner, and we're taking a look at some jerseys. Honestly, I think this is like a pretty cool and exciting part of Worlds where people always get hyped up for. So let's find out the good and the bad and the ugly, I guess.
Oh, it is going to be good, bad, and the ugly. That is a great. Yeah, these jerseys are going to do something. We were only able to find like 8 of them so far, so sorry if we missed any. We tried, 2 of us, our brains being, I guess, semi-big. But we are going to, I would like to personally do minor regions first and then major regions, because we have a couple minor regions and a couple major regions. So I will let you choose which one you would like to start with, though, and then I will see if I concur with you. Yeah,
I want to start out with the Isris one because I think it's pretty like boring / uninspired overall. It's just pretty much a black jersey with like some gold I don't know, accents or whatever, with like their sponsors in gold. Like when I look at the jersey, it's just like HyperX. Like, okay, everyone's kind of ran with the idea that like gold is Worlds, and they just did that. I definitely have it down low. I don't know if it's a C or an F, but I would want it somewhere down in there, so I hope you're somewhere in that range.
I was between C and B. I think there are worse jerseys, and I think there are better jerseys on this list. I'm cool with putting it in C for now, because maybe near the top of C, just because I do think the gold is stylish, and dude, you know, you gotta rep your HyperX. You know, you gotta give them that respect. So for me, I agree with you. I'm cool with putting them in C, low B.
Yeah, it's not ugly. It's just like boring. I don't know.
It's just okay. All right, we'll do Gigabyte Marines next. I know, just for the same things that we complained about with the other jersey, but I really like the Gigabyte Marines logo and whatever they got going on down towards the tummy area. I think this is a really cool jersey. I was going to put it in A. I felt like this is a solid, if you're going to do gold, right? Because gold is the standard. Everybody wants to get the gold, the #1 spot, right? Gigabyte Marines, they ain't doing that this year. But their jersey is pretty solid, and I'm happy with putting it in A.
Yeah, I was going to say like low A, maybe high B too. I think it's definitely a significant step up from the Isris jersey. Yeah, it's along the same lines, pretty plain overall, but they got some more going on. There's some extra lines, some extra flashiness. So it's definitely better. And again, it's not ugly. Maybe it's a little safe, but it's interesting.
All right, so then what's your final decision? What I think for now we put it in B. But I would be okay with moving it to A.
I just looking at the other ones, I think there are some other ones I like more, but we might have to fill in some gaps here at the end.
Okay, that's
balance
fine.
It out.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, B works. Last one that we have here is Chiefs Gaming. Where do you put this one?
This one's tough for me. This one has a lot going on, and I want to say probably too much going on. My eyes don't really know where to look. I don't really know. Just kind of, I don't know. I don't. Like, if I'm like, okay, I see that, I'm not like, oh, I want to wear that. Like, oh, I think that'd be super sick. It's kind of interesting, kind of different, but I would probably say like low B.
Oh, I thought this was a staunch A. I like that there's a lot going on. I think doing the red and white, you know, coming away, like the red's just a small accent on their logo. And I love when teams will take like their tertiary color, their third or fourth color or whatever.
I do like that, yeah.
And make it very prominent. So I felt like of all the minor regions, I felt like this was the most deserving of an A.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. It's probably the most unique, and I can appreciate that.
I appreciate you for letting me do this. This just means a lot to me. All right. Now, how do we want to do the major region teams? Do you want to just
we can knock out our one LCK because we got a couple EU, a couple NA. We have the G2 jersey in there twice also, so we can just ignore one of the G2 jerseys. But yeah, we can go LCK. I think Damwon Kia is the only LCK team that's put out their Worlds jersey so far. It's like a jacket, and I think the rumors at T1s is going to be a jacket also. So like LCK is on the jacket theme, so you got to keep that in mind when you're ranking this one.
Okay, the jacket definitely helps me. I will be honest with you, but this still feels very plain for a Worlds jersey. And according to you, I'm taking this on your word because I have not looked at the front, but apparently the front is quite much not a lot, is what you were saying. So with that, I don't feel comfortable giving this anything higher than a C personally.
Yeah, I do like the jacket. To me, this doesn't really even seem like a Worlds jersey. It just kind of, if you told me this was their regular jersey, I would believe it. I don't know. I think it's hard for me to say that it's worse than the Isurus jersey. So if it's C, I would want it at the top of C. Okay. But yeah, it's okay. It's not all that exciting.
There are better jerseys on here. I will say that.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
In my opinion. All right. EU versus NA. I think we'll grab one each. I'm going to grab, because I'm feeling pretty strongly about the G2 jersey. So I'm going to grab this one. I love the Lightning. I understand that the gold is maybe a little played out, but I was not like in love with this jersey. But I also just I didn't hate it, so I felt like an A was pretty solid for this jersey, and I think over Chiefs Gaming personally.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say top of A. My one problem with G2 is that it seems like for the past couple of years, all their jerseys have almost been the same,
yeah, they just change a little bit. It's weird. Right,
it's like pretty much along the same lines of like some crazy lines going up into the G2 logo here. If it's MSI or regular, it's just black, and then at Worlds it turns gold. I hope going into next year, hey, it's going to be a new era for them. I hope they change it up a little bit, but obviously they keep doing this because it keeps working, and I do think it's pretty cool.
All right, I agree with you. We got three more here. Which one do you want to do next?
We're going with EG now.
All right, where's this very interesting Hulk-like green jersey going here?
Yeah, when I first saw the jersey, obviously my initial reaction was that it was very, very ugly. I thought it might grow on me a little bit and be like, oh, maybe it's a little bit interesting. But to me, it's not only the color. Like, I already didn't really love the EG jersey during the regular season. I thought it's just like, I think EG's like the one you're wearing right now. I don't love that one, and I did love their new. You like that one?
I do.
I made a tier list. I made a tier list last year, and that was my very, very last one in the whole LCS.
Oh no, Nicole, you gotta get this man merch or something, or get him in the merch team to help you guys out, because apparently he hates your jersey.
Yeah, no, they just have not done it for me last year or this year. And yeah, I thought this one might grow on me a little bit. It definitely has not. I think the color's ugly, and I think the design's ugly. I think it's an all-around F tier.
I'm gonna agree with you. I hate this. We saw this in Chicago, and I was like, what are you doing? Now, I like the meaning behind it. That is the only thing that doesn't make this completely like the worst jersey I've ever seen. I think the idea behind it is cool. You know, they tried to take all the things from Seattle, like the different team colors and stuff, and put it together. That's cool. But there's a lot of other colors you could have picked to be your main color out of all those, and you picked this, and you also decided you were doing like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles /
hexagons.
Like,
you played into the turtle even more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you right now. Go look at the Team Liquid Hulk jersey. It is very similar, and I didn't like it for the same reasons. So.
Yeah, but at least that was Hulk. At least that had to be green.
Yes, that's right. That is right.
And I also heard somebody say too, like, if you did want to like rep Seattle and go with this green or whatever, that could be like a LCS jersey or like a secondary jersey or whatever. Like, why does Worlds have to be the time where you're like, oh yeah, now we're the Seattle team now that we're at Worlds? Like, very weird.
Well, I think it's because of the NA being at Worlds. I will say that. I think that might be part of it. And I will say this. Out of all of these black and white and gold jerseys, this one does stand out the most, so I will give it credit for that. But it's just, it's a bad design. The ideas behind it are there, but they messed up in the execution. All right, I'm going to save the 100 Thieves jersey for last. So let's go Fnatic here. Where do I want to put Fnatic? Right now, I think it's a solid B. I like the orange and the black. I like the crackles all over the place. I do think it's kind of plain, though, for a Worlds jersey. I actually have it still behind Gigabyte Marines, but it's still B. I like the orange and the black, not just because I'm a fan of the Bengals, but I do think orange and black works well together in general, so I'm personally okay with it in a B.
Yeah, I'm fine with it in B. I would probably have it above Gigabytes, but it's, you know, splitting hairs at that point. All pretty much the same. I do really like the lightning, like the bolts and stuff that are going on. I think it's actually cool. I think it actually works as kind of like a minimal type jersey. But again, if you're looking for a minimal type thing, you could have done this during the LEC season. This isn't a Worlds jersey. This is just a design you came up with. So that's what I don't get.
Jerseys. I liked their orange playoff jerseys. Those were cool. Why didn't they wear those to Worlds? That would have been an S tier for me. Easily.
A lot of people didn't like the white and black ones, whatever they put up for. I actually like those a lot too. I was one of the higher ups on that, I thought. And I still think this is cool. I don't think this is a bad jersey. I just think it's a mid Worlds jersey.
I would agree. I'd agree. All right. Is this 100 Thieves jersey gonna break any of these? Or are we just gonna have a bunch of twos, and twos?
It's a wall.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is S. I think it's the most different, the most interesting. I don't love the collar. I do love long sleeves. I think the long sleeves is super, super cool. I have liked that the whole year, and I know some of the players will wear the short sleeves, some of them will wear the long. I think it does look better in the long. The collar has definitely grown on me as the year has gone on. I still think it's a little bit weird, especially since that's been their whole thing the whole year, but it's different, and I think different in a good way. I think when I look at all these, it definitely stands out to me. I think the two that stand out are this and the EG, and it's for good and bad reasons. To me, I think this is an S. I think it's not my favorite 100 Thieves jersey of all time, but I think they do stuff a little bit different over there. I think it's cool.
I'm gonna hard agree with you. This was my S tier one as well. Listen, I actually really like the white version of this. I don't know why, but I think it contrasts really well with the red and the black. It's almost more of like a cream as well. I don't love the collar either, but I think it's unique is what I will say. And, you know, if they had done their older baseball jerseys like they used to have, that would have been top tier for me. Number one. Genuinely number one, and I wouldn't have let you put it anywhere else. But I will say that I think this 100 Thieves one is, I think they're almost going like white for like the shining armor, you know, kind of like redemption arc maybe kind of thing for them, and I like it. I think it works for them. I will say though, I hope there are better jerseys than these, because I did not particularly love any of these 8. This was just the one. This 100 Thieves one was the one I thought was the best. Against some of the other ones, I will potentially move it down, but at least for these ones, I was like, okay, there's got to be an S tier one. I'm not going to go this whole thing without one. I think this is it for right now.
Yeah, and there still are plenty that are going to get announced. I don't know if the ones that are waiting because theirs are going to be better, or if they're not that interesting. Like, I don't think they wouldn't be waiting because they're not that interesting, but I'm just saying, like, are they just waiting just because they're waiting? Are they waiting to draw the hype? I don't know. We'll see. There's definitely some names I'm excited for. T1 is always interesting. C9, it's interesting. Gen G seems to be hyping theirs up a lot. So hopefully a lot of big orgs left. Hopefully we see some fun stuff. And yeah, I don't know if this video goes well, or if you guys want to see more, we can definitely, you know, rate the rest once we see the teams out on stage, once we get the action shots, all that. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully some more good stuff to come.
Yeah, no doubt. Let us know in the comment section below if you would not only like us to do it once we've seen them all, but what you think of these rankings. Where would you put that Evil Geniuses jersey? Are we crazy and you think it's S tier? I don't know that anybody's going to put it
wearing it right now.
It's either people are going to be loving this jersey and it's going to be their top one, I think, or it's going to be bottom. I will tell you, none of the press room that I could remember in Chicago thought it was a very good jersey. So maybe it's just that we don't have an eye for style. But regardless, yeah, with that, you know, you can check out any new video over in Jerm Space. You can also check out, you know, our previous video on mine. So yeah, make sure you click those. And other than that, From our Huskiers, I'm Rob. He's Jerm. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.